Hi guys, welcome to 212. My name is Christina and I'm so excited you're here. If this is your first time tuning in to watch 212, we just want to say thanks for coming. A little bit about us, we believe in God and we believe He has a purpose for your life. You are not here by accident, my friend, and I hope you get exactly what you need today.
Every day you have a choice. Just exist or live. What if the little things mattered? What if getting by wasn't good enough? What if 1 degree made all the difference in the world? It does. Water boils at 212 degrees, not 211. When that water boils, it turns to steam. That steam generates power. That power brings change. Here, we choose to do more than just exist. Here, we live at our boiling point. This is more than a name. This is a family. This is a movement. This is 212.
What's up, 212?
Hey, what's up, guys? We are glad that you could join us. Thank
Super
you
glad.
for tuning in. Though we are social distancing, we can still connect with you guys, so thank you for tuning in.
Hey, Davey, real quick, time out. What is the coaster for?
Do you have a coffee?
I don't have a coffee.
I don't drink coffee, so...
Yeah, I don't see
Here, I
any
think I got something we can use.
Ah, that's
There
what
we
it's
go.
for. All right. Plenty
Always,
of that.
it's important to have this in the shot at all times.
For sure.
So, guys, we just... so we're getting ready to record this video.
Yes.
And
They so got
Shane
me.
took a break for a little
So
while. He
got me.
walked out of the room, and when he walked back in, the guy recording, Ethan, said, "Davey, you look a little sweaty, man. Are you okay?" I said, "Oh my gosh, I don't know." So I had Christina, who's also in the room. I said, "Can you check my forehead? I don't think I can tell my own temperature." And she freaked out. She said, "Oh my gosh, you're so hot." Shane, what
Yep.
did you do? Show him what you did.
I was like, what are we doing? Why are we here?
No, but he hid in the corner.
Yeah, I totally
he
ran in the
started
opposite
running
direction.
away. Yeah.
Anyway,
So-
they so got me. I looked at Ethan, the guy recording, and I'm like, freaked out. They got me.
However,
We're okay.
we are not recommending you do that. That is
Don't.
a bad idea
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't have shared that because
Yeah, I almost cried.
So
No, I'm good.
we are. You guys probably have a lot more time on your hands. I don't know if you're going to be going to virtual school or what, or if
We
you're
have
even
no
going to be
idea.
going back to school. Who knows?
Yeah.
Gosh, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, what y'all been up to?
I know me. I've been on social media a good bit, trying to figure out, new ways of connecting with you guys. And thanks for checking in on all of the social media platforms that 212 has.
Trying to get outside as much as possible, though it is it's hot, so the pools are closed, but I can still go fishing. I went fishing the other day, and there was a gator that was following me and Jake around. It was crazy. So,
Gators.
anyways, we have a
What are you
list
doing?
of 8 things that
What are you
we
doing?
think you might be doing, though we could be wrong because we're old guys. All right,
Yep.
so
Are you video gaming? Some of you are gaming, playing some Fortnite, some other different games.
video gaming.
Did I say
Is
video?
that a word?
Gaming. Just gaming.
How about
So-
social media? Let's see. I'm going to guess you are on Instagram more than anything.
Or TikTok.
TikTok,
I'm saying TikTok.
Snapchat.
Yeah,
There's a few of you oldies that might be on Facebook, but very few probably.
very few.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Thanks, Ethan. Thank you.
LinkedIn.
Or you're on Netflix or Disney Plus.
Here's a good one.
Yeah.
Eating. You've been eating,
Oh, eating.
a lot.
Oh.
You're going to gain 500 pounds in the next 8 weeks.
Before and after.
Yeah, we're going to
quarantine.
be like, who are you? Like,
Or you're sleeping. You're
Ooh.
just kind of sleeping and resting, and that's not bad. So
here's
the
here's
big one is
the big one.
sanitizing.
Come on, brother.
Yeah.
We got
Hey,
Oh,
don't
wait.
forget, you can go first.
Here, yeah.
All right, here we go.
You're not supposed to rub it in the whole way. You're supposed
Oh.
to rub it and then let it dry.
Let it.
Yeah, but
It's drying
that's
right
really
now.
uncomfortable. So, here's another thing they might be doing:
Maybe.
social distancing.
Yes.
Social
yes.
distancing.
Social
That is
distancing.
probably what they're doing.
and that's not bad either.
I like to think that I'm a youth pastor, right? We're youth pastors.
Yes, we are.
I like to think that they're spending most of their time in prayer.
Me too.
What do you think?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Especially in regards to the 10 and 10.
We're not saying you have to pray all day, like all the time, but we are saying, man, what a great opportunity
Yep.
to pray.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to be talking to you guys for just a little bit tonight. So first of all, why do you pray? And for those of you that may not know really what prayer is, it's just a fancy word for talking to God. The purpose is really to develop a relationship with God.
Yes.
It's not to just go in a room and say a bunch of words and blah, 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 blah. It's really to develop a relationship where you can share with God the struggles and difficulties you're facing in your own life, you know? And you can hear God and listen to God and see what he has to say about that. And so I was reading a book a little while ago, and it says, this is a quote I have for you. It says, "We are what we repeatedly do."
That's
which
good.
is so true.
It
It's
is.
so true.
It is.
You know, like for example, those of you that play Fortnite a lot, you're a lot better at it
Yep.
than I am. I'm terrible. Or those of you that are really serious about the gram, your gram looks perfect. Mine looks. I haven't even been on mine in
Pretty
forever.
bad at it too.
Yeah.
Getting better though through all this.
So because you're what you repeatedly do, don't create goals, create habits, and that will change your life. That will absolutely change your life. So what kind of person do you want to be? You know, in these times as Christians, I don't think we should be freaking out. We should be using wisdom, but there shouldn't be fear and there shouldn't be all this anxiety, because you know what? We have Jesus in our life.
Yeah.
So
pray about that for sure.
So we if you didn't see the weekend service, we came up with some fun, creative ways to say hi during this time of social distancing. So my personal favorite
Yeah.
is just the
Corona bump.
the Corona bump. Boom, right there.
Yeah.
All right, you guys know handshakes are out.
Way out.
They're way out, but foot shakes, they're still in. Boom, bam,
Yep.
boom, ah, hoo.
Yeah, not
Okay.
bad. Not bad.
Yeah, and then there's the I forgot it's coronavirus. Wait, no, I didn't.
Boom.
And so if you need some ways to say hi to people during this time, that should
Or just wave.
Yeah, just wave. Just wave.
All right, so real quick, I just wanted to chime in, and you know, we have a 2-year-old. His name's Wesley, and currently Wes can be pretty about himself, and especially when he wants something. He will sometimes remain silent, or he'll cry, or he'll whine, he'll get anxious, or point to something, or he'll scream and ramble. And Mercy and I, we have to set him straight, and you know, that's kind of a fun process. But then we say to him, "I hear you, buddy, but you need to use your words." And once he calms down, we usually get to the best explanation. So I wanted to just share briefly from the book of James. And I'm not going to read the entire text, but in James 4, verses 1 through 8, we hear the phrase, "We have not because we ask not." And then we also hear, "If we draw near to God, he will draw near to us." And the people that James is writing to, they've forgotten their need for Jesus by getting wrapped up in what they have or don't have.
That's good.
And they're caught in this comparison trap. And James calls them out. He's pretty much saying that all you have is enough, but what you need, you are missing. And because you don't pray, or you're praying with the wrong heart, you're missing something important. And that's time with God. You've distanced yourselves from God. And you get out of prayer what you put into prayer. That's what James is saying. You get out of prayer what you put into prayer. And a half-hearted prayer will get you half-hearted answers. So I just want to encourage everybody to stop focusing on the wrong things and really pray about God's will in your life and drawing close to him.
So, you know, one thing that inspires me are stories of people that really took prayer seriously. You know, when I was in high school, one thing that I used to pray for like an hour in my room. I just turn on some worship music. Sometimes I'd pull out my old yearbooks and just pray for the students in the class. But the reason I said that is because you're not too young to connect and to pray with God. So here are some inspirational stories that I have heard about people that prayed. So the first one is a missionary to Africa. His name is David Livingstone. All right. Spent most of his life in Africa, almost died multiple times because of diseases. But the story goes that they found him when he finally passed away from old age. He was on his knees praying. He had prayed so much that he was just in prayer one time, and that's how he went. And what a cool way to go,
Yes.
you know? One of my mentors, Jeannie Mayo, her husband had dementia. And through this time, it was very difficult. He didn't even know who his own wife was, but she would walk in the room and he is talking to God. Even though his brain was gone, she said, you know what? He didn't even necessarily know what he was doing, but his default was prayer. His default, when everything else went away out of his mind, he still prayed because he was so used to doing that and connecting with God while he lived. There's another story about this guy. His name's Payson of Portland. And
It's a cool story.
yeah, so he lived in a house with wood floors, didn't have wall-to-wall carpeting, you know, and one day he died. They went and carried off his body, and while they're looking through his house, they found 2 wooden grooves on the floor. They were like, had been worn into the wood, and then someone saw his knees, and they said, man, his knees are kind of like messed up, and they put 2 and 2 together, and they said, this is where Payson used to pray. He prayed so much, he literally wore grooves into the floor of his bedroom. That's pretty powerful. And there's one more guy, his name is David Brainerd. He was another missionary to the American Indians. And he had a tubercular disease that when he'd sneeze, it's kind of gross, he'd sneeze up blood. But even though he had that, you know, he would still pray. He didn't have a house like we have. This is back in the day. So even when it would snow, he would get down on his knees and he would pray, though it was literally killing him. But he valued his relationship with God that much that he prayed and prayed and prayed. And, you know, it's just in this day and age, we need students that will rise up and pray like that.
Come on. Yes.
So, and then the last, but certainly not least, I just got 2 verses from the Bible. Jesus prayed. All right? The Son of God came to earth. He talked to God and prayed. So, Luke 6:12, it says, it was at this time he went off to the mountain to pray. He spent the whole night in prayer to God. You know, sometimes we're good. It's good for us to do like 2 minutes or something. It says Jesus spent the whole night, but that's kind of relationship he had. Mark 1:35, early in the morning, while it was still dark. Man, I'm sleeping a lot. I'm not a morning person. It says, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, went away to a secluded place, and was praying there. So, and then I'm going to end with 2 quotes from E.M. Bounds, who wrote a bunch of books on prayer. He says, the church is looking for better methods. God is looking for better men and better women. So, and then he said, he who is too busy to pray is too busy to live a holy life.
So after those really awesome, challenging stories, here's the tension. Here's something that we kind of want to challenge ourselves with, and you listening, if you're checking in with us right now, is how much distance is there between us and God right now? Are we drifting from Him? And I know with all the social distancing, you know, it's just, there's a lot of distance that we're putting between us and other people, but really it's a time to really draw close to Jesus. And by doing that, man, we're going to hear Him say some really cool things to us and reveal some really cool things to us. And it was funny, I was talking with one of our 212 mentors, Debbie Miller, and just recently she was at a grocery store and they were doing some shopping, and there were a couple people, they were distancing and stuff, but a lady sneezed really loud, and Debbie, along with several other people, stopped what they were doing and looked at this lady, and the lady looked back at them and was just like, I don't have it. And Debbie and a lot of the other people just started laughing, and Debbie was like, I am so sorry, I didn't think that, I just, with everything going on, and she was so apologetic, but just a very, very funny moment and humorous moment during all of this social distancing. But we really want you to just take away a few things from this talk. And like I said when I was talking about Wes, is we can get anxious, we can complain, we can really kind of shut down, but use your words. Talk to God. Let him know exactly how you feel. And then carve out time with God. And Davey mentioned Jeannie Mayo earlier, and I'm going to mention one of her quotes as well. And she says this: if we honor God with our time, he will honor us with his voice. And then last but not least, pray from a heart that wants to live for God rather than get from God, and God will give you all you need. And with that, when you don't feel like praying, man, talk to God about it.
That's good. So, guys, we're not asking you to do a bunch of different things. We're not asking you to stay up all night praying, though that would be cool. We're asking you to develop a habit, one habit, and that habit is prayer. Take this time every day. Devote. If you're not praying at all, start with 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're already doing your 10 and 10, which is awesome,
10 and 10. That's great.
bump it up to 20.
Come on. We got time.
But just take some time every day to pray. And if you do that, you're going to come out of this virus thing stronger than you've ever been before.
So
and
true.
It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thanks.
Tune into your small groups over Zoom. It's going to be really cool. We're going to be meeting in small groups. So don't forget to do that. We love you guys.
And we're praying for you.
That's right.
See you later. 212?
No, I didn't say
You didn't
audio
tell
rolling.
me what to do.
You just jumped right ahead of me. Camera is rolling. Audio is rolling. Go ahead.